Hello, welcome to Cow-Free Kicks. On this channel I review leather-free sneakers only, and today I've got a very interesting new drop from Nike. It's part of their Jordan range and it is the Jordan Air Cadence. As always, I will be looking into 5 main things when I review this pair of kicks, and at the end of the video I'll give them an overall rating out of 5 stars. As we're going along, if you do like what you see, don't forget to click the like button below. It looks like a big thumbs up, and you can also drop any comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you haven't taken 2 seconds to subscribe to the channel yet, you can do that. Just click the red subscribe button below the video on your device and click the little bell next to it. You'll get a notification every time a fresh video drops on the channel, and you'll be automatically entered into future sneaker giveaways. Let's kick this review off straight away by looking at these on feet. These Nike Air Jordan Cadence do look good on feet. I just don't think they look great. I do like the way they look, don't get me wrong, but for me, they're just a little bit too much of a basketball sneaker, and I know what you're gonna say, they are for basketball, but Nike have marketed these as a lifestyle shoe. What they say is that they wanna make these basketball sneakers good for everyday use, so not only on the court but off the court. So what I do is lifestyle sneaker reviews, and I want to see if the lifestyle aspect of this shoe can translate well with the tests that I put them through. First off, looks wise, I do think they look good, but like I said, I'm not the biggest fan. There are some features of the sneaker that I do like. They do come in 3 other colorways at the moment, and my favorites by far are this multicolored colorway and also the triple black colorway as well. I think that offers a nice edge to them. What you've got with this shoe is you've got some nice detailing on this classic Nike Air unit. On the bubble here, you've got a different color, which is a dark green on this one. I also like the way that it rises up to support your arch in the middle of the foot with this speckled detailing that runs through to the back of the shoe. I like the jersey number for Jordan on the back, the 23. I like how soft this synthetic material feels on the heel cup as well. And you've also got a little bit of Jordan branding on the heel pull. As you move around the shoe, this foam area really encompasses the back of the heel cup of the sneaker with this synthetic material. The rest of the sneaker is made up of this kind of mesh material that you can see quite well detailed on the toe box of the shoe, but it also is on the midfoot both sides. Then you've got the overlay of this synthetic leather that is linked into the laces, so it really helps pull in this part of your foot to make it feel nice and secure. At the front of the sneaker, you've got some added TPU detailing just to make sure that they're a little bit more hard wearing. And then on the tongue of the shoe, you've got some more branding for Jordan here. Then you can pull this part here to make it a lot easier to get the shoe on and off, which is one of the added features Nike have put on these Nike Air Jordan lows. And then as you flip the sneaker over, you've got a lot of crisscross detailing on this incredibly hard wearing rubber sole for the sneaker, which is definitely made for the court, but to me it makes them just look a little bit too chunky. Now I want to move on to their comfort, where I'm going to put them to the test by seeing how much responsiveness I can get out of this Nike Air Max unit on my back doorstep. So these sneakers are an absolute true fit. They fit perfectly. They're really easy to get on with the addition of this pull tab on the tongue. But other than being a perfect true fit, that's kind of where the comfort for these ends. Now don't get me wrong, when you slide your foot in, the amount of foam detailing that you get on the back does offer a lot of support, and you do also get a lot of support when you do the laces up from this synthetic leather overlay on the top of the shoe that encases your foot. And underneath this breathable mesh lining, you do have a second layer of very soft fabric which does coat the top of your foot nicely and makes it feel very comfortable. But the Nike Air Max Air Bubble midsole unit on this shoe really is a massive letdown, and I think all of the cushion that you're getting from that would normally be translated to the underside of your foot is taken away by the fact that there's such a large amount of rigid rubber on the outsole of this sneaker. Now that's obviously there for basketball purposes, but it doesn't translate well as an everyday lifestyle shoe because it just feels clumpy when you're walking along, and there isn't any bounce back offered by this Air Max unit because it's negated by how hard and rigid this midsole is. So for everyday use, I do think Nike have failed to make this a lifestyle shoe. It probably works very well on the court, having this impact cushioning that will bounce back very quickly, but when you're just walking along, you want a little bit of bounce to add some comfort to your step, and it's just not there at all, unfortunately. Next, I'm going to move on to their weight, where I'm going to pop them on the scales and show you how much they weigh. So coming in at 413 grams. That is heavy. Now that might not be too heavy for your everyday basketball shoe, but for a lifestyle sneaker, that is heavy. Now Nike have said this is comfortable, which I don't think it is really, and also lightweight, which it isn't, because it's a lifestyle shoe. It's going to be a lot more lightweight than this. Now it probably can't be because of the materials they've used to make sure that this can still be used as a Jordan shoe on the court, but off the court I don't think it translates well at all as being lightweight, because it just proves it on the list that you can see from the other sneakers I've reviewed. This is heavy. Next, I want to move on to their breathability, where I'm going to pump the sneaker full of smoke to see how breathable this mesh upper is. You could see from the smoke test there that the smoke did escape from the shoe eventually, but it wasn't an instant release. Now I've compared it to the Nike Vapor Max 2020s because they're possibly the most breathable sneaker that I've ever done. But I just wanted to show you the difference between the release of the smoke from a shoe that is incredibly breathable to one that is kind of breathable like this shoe. And the breathability of this shoe really is hindered by the fact that, as well as you've got this perforated mesh on the top, underneath that you can feel that there's a second layer of fabric which does feel a little bit heavy set. It does offer comfort, don't get me wrong, but it does take away from the breathability. So unfortunately I think Nike have let themselves down a little bit with the marketing of this shoe, because for me it's not comfortable, lightweight, or as breathable as it could be. Next I want to move on to their price. Now these come in at a reasonable £90. So I've got real no qualms about the price at all, because for me £90 these days is quite a cheap price for a pair of sneakers. I'm going to move on to my overall score for the shoe. Now I have found these slightly difficult to mark high, and that's why I'm going to give these an overall 2.5 stars. It is a low rating, but it technically is an average rating, and for me this is an average shoe. Yes, I do like the way it looks, but I'm not bowled away by it. It does let you down in comfort. Also, it's not lightweight. Yes, it's breathable, but it's not too breathable, and it's got a great price. So I think 2.5 stars is pretty fair, because overall it's quite an average shoe. Now if you like what you've seen today, again, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel below and follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all your support. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.